for grounding my daughter and canceling her senior trip after I found out she was cheating on her boyfriend. I have two daughters, Lizzie, 17 female, and Mackenzie, 14 female. A few years ago, their dad and I divorced after I discovered he was having an affair. I have custody of the girls most of the time, while their dad has them on weekends and during the summers. Lizzie has been dating Jacob, 18M, for over a year. Jacob is a great kid, kind, respectful, and incredibly smart. He's even on track to be valedictorian. He spends a lot of time at our house, and I've always liked having him around. But a few weeks ago, I overheard Lizzie on the phone. At first, I thought she was talking to Jacob, but then I heard her say, "Brandon." She was clearly flirting with someone else. A week later, Lizzie told me she was heading out to meet a friend. I happened to glance out the window and saw her getting into a car with a guy, Brandon, and they greeted each other with a kiss. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Jacob was still coming over regularly, acting like everything was normal. Lizzie and Jacob seemed like the same happy couple they'd always been, but I couldn't ignore what I knew. After Jacob left one evening, I confronted Lizzie. Asked her directly if she was cheating on him. She immediately got defensive, saying her personal life was none of my business. I told her it absolutely was my business because I raised her better than to treat people this way. That's when she admitted she was bored with Jacob and that Brandon was more her type. She also said she wasn't sure if she wanted to be with Brandon or if she was just having fun flirting with him. I told her that cheating was wrong, plain and simple. I explained that if she wasn't happy with Jacob, she should break up with him instead of sneaking around. But she didn't seem to take any of it seriously. So, I decided to ground her and told her she wasn't allowed to go on her senior trip as a consequence for her behavior. She stormed out of the house and has been staying with her dad for the past few days. Now my ex-husband is involved. He called to say I was being unreasonable and that I needed to stop punishing his daughter. He even went so far as to say that Lizzie and Jacob's relationship was just a high school thing and that I should let it go. He accused me of being bitter and letting my feelings from our divorce influence my parenting. That comment really stung, but I stood my ground. I told him I wasn't punishing Lizzie out of spite. I was trying to teach her that actions have consequences and that treating people this way is unacceptable. Right now, I'm feeling stuck. I know I did the right thing, but I'm also worried about how this will affect my relationship with Lizzie. I just want her to grow up with strong values and integrity, even if she doesn't see it that way right now.